Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope all are keeping fine. So I welcome you all to today's class. Today again we are going to see the second, fifth, fourth chapter only, children. What was the name of the chapter? We are learning fourth chapter only. Yes, table, working with the tables in MS Word. Yes or no? Did you understand how much we have learned? What are the things, what are the topics I discussed in the previous class, the last class? Did you all understood? I hope all of you got clear. And did you revise, children? Yes. So today we are going to see the same chapter, working with tables, lesson number 4. The next topic is splitting cells. What do you mean by cells? What do you mean by table? Table is made up of rows and columns, and vertical data is called column and horizontal data is called row. Yes. And the intersection of row and column is called, that small box is called cell. We are going to learn now splitting cell. Splitting cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. Splitting cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. To split a cell, follow the given steps. We are going to see how to split. Split means divide. Okay, great. Splitting means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. To split a cell, follow the given step. Select the cell that you want to split. First, what do you have to do, children? Select the cell that you want to split. Then click on the layout tab. Where it is available, layout tab? As I told you in the previous last class, when you create a table, new two tabs will appear. One is layout and the other one is design tab. Do you remember, children? Yes, very good. Click on the layout tab. Select the split cells button in the merge group. Select the split cells button in the merge group. The split cells dialog box appear. Define the number of rows and columns into which you wish to split the selected cell in the respective spin boxes. Click on OK. Define the number of rows and columns into which you wish to split the selected cell in the respective spin boxes. Like here I told you, these are the spin boxes. Number of columns, number of rows you want to split. Click on OK. At last you have to click on OK button. So let us see how to do this. Are you ready, children? Yes, minimize. Minimize the PPT. Then we go to table split. Okay, we have put our table styles and all. It is ready. The last class we made a table and we have modified. We have formatted. Okay, formatting also done with the help of table styles. Okay, this is not a table style. Now, go to layout, then split cells. Okay, so first you have to select, suppose these two, select the cell, then go to merge group, layout tab, under merge group, split cells. Number of columns, that is 2 columns, down arrow, spin box. 2 columns, 1 row. Okay. Select it. Split cells. One row. Okay, 3, 2. Okay. Now, splitting, merging. Merging also we will see that just now. Select the table, click on layout. This merging means make it to single cell. See, this is merge now. Can you see that? Merge cell. Okay, merging. After merging only we can do splitting. That's why first I have done merging, layout, split cells. Number of columns 3 rows. Okay. It came back after merging. After merging only children you can do the splitting task. Okay. Splitting means divide. So merging means make into a single cell. Okay. That will get it divide when you go to split cell. Clear all of it this much how to do splitting and merging? Very good. Now back to PPT. Yes. Fifth class. Full screen. Okay. This is a split cell. Table layout, split cells. From here also you can do it. Now go to the next slide. Merging cells. Merging cells. Just now I have shown you how to merge. Same way you can see in the picture also. Sometimes data is split in numerous segments of a cell and we want to combine it in a single cell. Okay, to give it a better look. Merging the cells provides a way to consolidate data in one cell. Okay, make into one cell, combining. Select the cells you want to merge. Click on the layout tab. Select the merge cells button in the merge group. The data gets merged into a single. So children, the next topic is applying borders and shading. How to apply borders and shading in a table. Clear? You can enhance the appearance of a table by applying a variety of borders and shading styles. To add borders and shading, follow the given steps. All are ready to learn how to apply borders and shading in a table. Click on the Design tab. Change the line style and line width by clicking on the dialog box launcher button of the Draw Borders group, or click on the drop down arrow next to the Borders button and select the Borders and Shading option from the list. Learn children all these steps so that you can do it very quickly. The Borders and Shading dialog box appears. Choose the All option. Select the color from the color drop down menu. Likewise, you can select the thickness of the border. Click on the Apply to text box and select the table option from the drop down list. Here, to give color effect to your table, click on the Shading tab. Click on the drop down arrow under the fill section. The color palette is displayed. Choose any shade. Click on OK. Yes, children. So let us see how to apply borders and shading in our table which we have created. So minimize, escape, minimize, table, go to table. Okay. On the next table, we are going to apply border and shading. Click Design tab, go to Borders, Border and Shading option, the drop down list. Okay, or choose the color, suppose red or purple. Then apply the table and change the thickness of border. Suppose 1.5. Click on OK. See children, can you see the changes? This is the way to apply border in a table. Now we will see how to apply shading. Click one time inside the table. Go to Design tab, Border option. Go to Borders and Shading. Click on Shading tab. Give the color. Suppose red. Okay. So this is the way you can apply shading a table, shading and border in your table. Got it clear children, all of you? Did you enjoy? This is the way you can formatting your table by putting border and shading in your table. Okay. So let us see the next topic now. Okay. Next, this which we have seen already. You can see the dialog box here which I created PPT. Same way, you have to put a on color. You can change from here, width of the border line and apply to whole table, entire table. Then click on OK button. Go to the next. Resizing table. You can increase or decrease the size of a table manually by using table resize handle. But Word also offers ready-made solution to resize a table. Okay, the quick method is you can use a table resize handle. Which is the table resize handle? That small square at the bottom of the table, right corner. And the top, which you can see sign plus sign small, that is table move handle. Okay. Top upper, top left corner, and bottom right corner is table resize handle. You can resize the table this way. We'll see how to resize. Okay, this is table move handle and this is resize handle. Drag it. Okay, this is the way you can resize the table. Clear, children, all of you? Yes. Go to the next topic. PowerPoint. Okay, click on the auto fit button. This way also you can do the resizing table, but better you can use the simple method which I have shown just now. Otherwise you can do this way: auto fit option, drop down menu, auto fit condense, auto fit window, fix column weight is fixed, and the text is wrapped in the same cell. Come to the next topic: calculations in a table. This is very important. You can do not only text in a table, you can enter data as a number also, and how to do calculation on those numbers. So let us see how to do the calculation in a table. You can perform calculations on the numeric data entered in a table. First, what you have to do, children? Select the layout tab. Then, second step, click in the cell where the result is to be displayed. Select the formula button in the data group. The formula dialog box will appear. Note that the sum formula is already displayed. Click on OK. The result appears in the selected cell. Let us see how to do the calculation in a table. Minimize. Back to our table which we have created. Yes. Suppose 1, 2, 7. And here we should get the result. Sum of these three numbers. Okay, so first what you have to do, go to layout tab and click on formula option under data group. Dialog box will appear, formula dialog box. Already formula is given because we also have to take out the sum. So there is no need to change. Click on OK. Result is coming. Is it correct, children? Result 1 plus 2 plus 7 is equal to 10. Yes. Now we are going to see how to update calculation in a table. Back to PPT. Yes. Calculations over. Updating calculations in a table. Sometimes you may change the data or add any new data in a table. Word provides the facility to update the changes. To update the total sum in a table, select any cell and change its data. Now select the data of the cell where the total sum is displayed. Then you have to press F9 key. What is F9 key means? This is one of the function key. Yes or no, children? There are how many function keys on the keyboard? There are 12. Like F1, F2, F3, so on up to F12. So you have to press F9 key and observe that Microsoft Word automatically updated the calculation. Let us see how to do this. Minimize. Updating calculations in a table. So, okay. Clear this and change the data. Suppose this I have changed. Then just press F9 key. But I think F9 key is not working. Keyboard. It should come. Okay, this way you can update, children. Keyboard is not working properly. Minimize. By pressing F9 key, you can update calculations in a table. Now we will come to the last topic, that is review of the chapter. Okay, through this recap points, Word offers flexible feature to present data in a tabular form consisting of rows and columns. There are various ways to insert table in a document. I have already shown you, children. There are two methods which we can easily create a table in MS Word. Insert tab, table button and select the number of columns and rows using the grid box. Then insert table option you can use. Table style is an inbuilt facility to change the appearance, color and border of the table. We have seen this also, how to formatting your table and how to apply table styles. Splitting a cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. Combining two or more cells into a single cell is called merging. Merging cells. The table move handle and table resize handle are used to move and resize the entire table respectively. Understood children this month? Did you enjoy working with tables in MS Word? Yes. I hope all of you understood all these topics. We can practice at home also and read the lesson very clearly and 1 or 2 times and try to complete the exercise at the back of the chapter and start revising also. Till we meet in the next class children. Goodbye.